Alright, hello, welcome. Zan's Devil Dog, you're the first two people to use chat. Well, I guess technically I'm the second person to use chat. Anyway, hello to both of you. Anyone else? Raffles BRM, YouTube folks, of course, as well. And anyone else who's hanging out on Twitch. We're trying out something new here today. I just saw this being streamed. Like, oh, this is kind of neat. It sort of reminds me of Mountain Blade, actually. I don't know if it actually plays like it, but yeah, some kind of weird history with this MMO. I feel like I actually have heard of it at least. And then it was sort of kind of weird because it's supposed to be new, and turns out what it is, it's actually a fairly old MMO that was in development for many, many years, was out for like a year or something, and then the devs just called it quits or something, sold the rights to the company that used to be called, I believe the company that used to be called Tryon. The people who did like Rift and that sort of stuff. And they're called like Gaming Go or something like that now. Actually, it's right there on the screen. Gaming Go Games. Well, here we are now. I'm going to try it out because, like I said, it seems sort of neat. It's like an MMORPG, low fantasy MMORPG. So, as far as I get to like no magic and stuff, but more of a medieval combat sim-ish kind of thing with lots of PvP. That's why I say it seems like it kind of resembles Mountain Blade. I don't know. I think this is where people I know are playing. Although it doesn't seem to matter. You can like transfer around. So put it off. And you get to pick between 3 different nations. I briefly looked at this before going live, just to make sure the game worked. Midland, Eastmere, and Sangmar. This is like, I don't know, generic Western European, kind of has maybe a bit of a Germanic vibe to it. Nord stuff. And this is kind of like, feels vaguely Byzantine-ish. Probably the Byzantine is what I'm kind of getting from them. Byzantine with like a stronger kind of Near East influence, maybe. Drink some Coke before we get going here. I don't actually know how much what you pick matters. Is it are you just like locked into a team at this point, or which? I'm not really sure. Or is it more just like picking your nation or like your race and starting city in another, and thinking a fantasy RPG kind of thing? Now, does this affect your starting gear? I wonder. Alright, well, let's see what we have to offer. I'm guessing this just changes your starting gear loadout. And it is difficult to say no to, like, full plate harness, but I imagine for balance reasons, it's, you know, you can pick like this and it's fine. I mean, this is an archer, so like something like this, it's still fine, like it's viable. That looks pretty cool though. If this is anything like Mount and Blade, I don't know if it is or not. Spears were not my favorite, unless you were mounted. You could do a couching lance kind of thing. Even then, I preferred kind of more of a board cab style gameplay. Perhaps we'll just decide what we're doing now. We'll get into it in just a second. Hold on first. Crap is... Well, anything Western European is... like they sound like English people, right? So, technically, if this is Holy Roman, then it should be... like, I mean, it shouldn't be, because people in the old times wouldn't sound like that anyway, but German accent would make more sense. I can't do that. Midlander. Pride, order, dedication. These are the values praised by most Midlanders. Their pride has become their curse, but has led these proud people into many Pyrrhic victories and unnecessary last stands when retreat would have been the wisest option. On the other hand, their reckless bravery and skill at arms has also allowed them to achieve nearly impossible deeds that bards chant songs about to this very day. Midlanders' deeds are remembered by the pagan cults who curse them and nurse old grudges, waiting patiently for their chance of revenge. Heavily armored formations of experienced swordsmen lay siege mountain forts, skilled crafters and hunters, just rulers who run well-ordered towns and keeps, prosperous merchants, hard-working peasants, wise scholars, and powerful knights who bring illumination to the primitive tribes. These are the Midlanders. Guardians of the civilized world, Midlanders will always be ready to fight and die whenever duty calls to protect their lands and to keep the ancient evils of the old world at bay. Midland is a commonwealth of Logres and Wendia, two kingdoms separated by the massive range of the Eagle Mountain. Logres consists of various regions, sunny or rainy, fertile or barren, peaceful or under the constant threat of being pillaged by Ismerian raiders. Wendia's lands are mostly covered with primeval forests, where the ancient pagan cults are still strong, and are a constant threat to the kingdom. I mean, what I would probably do, if I were to pick one of these, I'm not saying I will, is I would pick the, just the plate, and then just maybe swap the weapon out at some point. But again, it kind of depends how combat works. I'm basing this purely off of mountain plate. You go Danax dude, and what would you call this armor? It's a kind of brigandine, I guess. Anyway, smear. How do you read, like, the Nord people intro? Closest thing I know is just be like, or that I could do is the hell with it. The Andre of Astor thing. That doesn't really sound like a trailer reading or like an intro reading voice. They'd just be like, these are the values, or what, you know. Just have to put something different. Yes. I don't know. What would be a good way to read their thing? They're violent Nords, right? You gotta play into that kind of. Awesome. The values are worth more than life. This is. Amongst them, there are great sailors, excellent smiths, and brave sellswords, fearless of death by combat or by speed.
warriors of Nordheim bring terror to land they invade. Folk songs and bards tales above their bloody conquest make one's blood run cold. A sonorous horn booms a dragon boat as it glides through misty bay. Dozens of towering warriors take cover behind a wall of round shield. In the moments before they spring forth in a lethal assault, their bodies smeared with blood, their faces painted in terrifying animalistic patterns, expressing fury and the wild primeval joy of playing with death itself. Ismerian clans thrive in the furthest north, in the frigid and rocky lands of Nordheim. Dangerous shores, difficult mountain ranges, and powerful blizzards have prevented any from conquering this realm. Centuries of raiding, conquest, and settlement taken the Ismirs to lands unknown to the other groups. Settlements and temples they built are still present in far-flung realms.
I don't know what that had to do with the Nord theme, but we'll go with it. I don't know if I was one of these, what should I pick? I mean, I think it just boils down to there's the heavy type and the skirmishy type. Even though I wouldn't really call it skirmishy. I don't know, I guess this is kind of like a longbowman's armor almost. Maybe a bit heavy. Or I suppose this is just kind of like a man-at-arms. A non-noble man-at-arms, I guess is the idea. No, I'm not really sure. And so, heavier Danex Raider versus fantasy leather armor light Raiders. Honestly, I'd probably go with this. Okay, and these guys, like I said, they seem to have like kind of a Byzantine feel to them, but more like focused on kind of like the Levant and to a degree into, I don't know, generic Middle East, I guess, as opposed to more of their Western holdings. That's, again, I'm not sure. I think that's what they're going for. Now, how would you read their shit? I think the closest thing I can do is like Act 2 Path of Exile. Like, what the hell is it? The Trials Lady. Or, the person, forget what their leader's name is, but the person at the caravan at the map, talk to a bunch, just tells you what to do. Go kill him. Alright, go, that person. That's a lot of rolling of the R's. Nice. Angmarians. Patriotism, ambition, wisdom. As the sun sets, the city of lights towers rises skyward. Balhamon, the center of pride and wisdom. Balhamon is an oasis of art, knowledge and dreams, home of great philosophers, inventors and artists. Pearl in the crown of the Sangmar Empire, Balhamon maintains a powerful army of elite Praetorian warriors, guard its secrets and citizens in a culture as rich and beautiful as an ornate tapestry. Angmarian discipline and strategy is legendary in military chronicles all across the known world. Their extensive imperial conquests
left their farthest flung territories vulnerable. But they rise united again and fight with unbridled zeal to bring the Empire to new heights. The Empire is home to gifted medics, mythical warriors, and bold explorers. Oh, that's a weird... L into R is really fucking hard. Or explorers. Whose accomplishments form the foundation of their proud heritage. Their leader is the Emperor. Double R, I can't do that actually. Worshipped like a god, leading the Empire to victory. The Sangmar coexist with many cultures from their conquered provinces. The most numerous of these are the nomadic Azebs, renowned as survivors for their ability to endure in the sun-scorched dunes and barren steppes. Many serve in the Imperial Army and make use of their heightened senses as scouts and archers. Too horrible, wasn't it? I think it's the first time I've attempted reading anything and playing whatever that weird ass made up accent is. Alright, so with these... Yeah, this is... I don't really want to play an archer, and that's just kind of what this is. I think the general motif, like what they're going for with this design is like kind of, I mean, because Byzantines are Roman, but like more traditional Roman mixed with later Byzantine style. Also kind of harkening back to more kind of classical Greek kind of ideas of armor, I guess. And also mixed with some Persian elements, I guess. So Byzantine, essentially. I actually like the look, it's kind of neat. I don't know if the Byzantines had any kind of heavy infantry, like looked exact. I don't think there was, this is like fantasy, I'm pretty sure this is completely made up. But I feel like it might be based on something historically Byzantine. Because they wore a lot more chain, typically, even for their particularly heavy infantry, I believe. But I'm not an expert on Byzantine armor. I'm sure that, you know, like everyone used plate, varying degree. People say plate, I think people think like plate harness a lot, like full European style, like a Western European style full plate harness. It's not the only form of plate. Many cultures had plate armor. Like even like Japan, people think lamellar, right? And whatever. And Japan had like plate armor. It just again wasn't full plate harness. I guess if you replace the Byzantines here with Japan, you'd have 4 armor. I kind of want to pick these guys. Like this guy seems neat. They are Sangmarian Praetorian warrior. Sure, let's start with. In PvP games, you want to make yourself as small as possible, right? I think we gotta make a dwarf again. We're gonna make a dwarf. Not a lot of options.
One's dwarf hair. Gotta be that or that, right? You have to pick the biggest beard. Additional haircut. He's like old, but he's not that old yet. He's got a few years of life left in him. Okay, next page, let's go with that. Series of questions intended to help you shape your character. This option is strongly favored for new players. Successful journey means earning. Wait, do we have to read this guy because he's from Balahamon. A successful journey means discovering places, expanding my knowledge and skill, earning money and loot. Is this for me or my character? Expanding my knowledge and skill. We got a level. EXP. The most efficient way to defeat an enemy is to endure the opponent's attacks, balance between offense and defense, evade the attacks. It's always balance, right? You judge it based on context. And then from there, you adapt your strategy. What would you like to show your grandchildren? A collection of rare minerals, hunting trophies. Minerals. Minerals are cool. Where will you be in battle? I will shoot my enemies at range. No. I will flank the enemy or help hold the line to be holding line. Again, context, right? Flanking. I mean, flanking sounds just thinking man's position. You gotta know when to go in. Holding the line is, and it's not entirely static, but it seems a bit more static. I'm tired of reading it weirdly, so let's just get through this. You are going to pick a weapon from your arsenal before battle, but you should be limited which weapon you will take. Sword, mace, axe. I mean, it depends on who you're fighting, what you're fighting, where you're... Like, me, personally, I know how to use a sword. I have no fucking clue. Well, I'm sure I could use a mace and I could use an axe, but like, I know how to use. Not that all sword techniques are the same and different swords are used differently, but I can use one. But I mean, if you know you're going up against like very heavily armored opponents, then the sword's kind of useless most of the time. It doesn't really matter what the sword is, even specialized swords, like especially heavy armor. Axe really wouldn't fare much better. I believe axes are probably for, like, they're good at breaking shields. I don't know, I don't really know the true application of axes, so I think this weapon would, even though it's sort of, well, I guess it's maybe not the simplest. This weapon would confuse me the most. Mace would probably honestly be the best in most contexts across the board. If you hit someone unarmed with a mace, they're going to get fucked up. You hit someone with a mace in very heavy armor, they're probably at least still going to get hurt, whereas a sword might not do anything. Now, for the purposes of creating a character, I don't know if I want to pick mace, because who knows how, you know, balance and stuff works here. But, yeah, honestly, if I was going into a battle and I was given no information whatsoever, I would, even though I'd do way better with a sword, I would probably pick mace just to hedge my bets. Because it's like, I mean, I guess I would try to glean context clues as to what's it, because if it's just like a duel versus one other guy, which is technically a battle. Although I feel like this is not really what it's implying. I would, like, against one guy, neither of us are wearing armor. I would just do way better with the sword. I would do fine with a mace, probably, even though I've never wielded one. I mean, I don't know, there's not enough information. Like, if I'm not wearing any armor, and I'm up against like a whole bunch of dudes in really heavy armor, I don't think the weapon you're carrying is just going to end up mattering very much. That sounds like you just kind of don't try to get too involved and let the people in heavy armor do the work, and then you can kind of like snipe shots or something. What to say, like, typically you'd get a lot more reach with, but you can have like big two-handed maces. It doesn't say it's not a two-handed mace. I'm gonna like, my gut says go mace, so I'm picking mace. When fighting an enemy, attack with full power, no stepping back. Wait to see him tired before finishing them. I keep parrying attacks. I mean, none of these are good as individual options. I don't like fighting purely on the defensive. Which is just like kind of... These are very similar answers. I'm assuming this is implying dodging. And this is active parrying. When I did Kendo, this is actually not how I would generally fight, but... Because I just kind of did... Again, it's a mix of everything based on context. But at the very least, I feel like if you had to only do one, just going all in, very aggro, covers most of your basics. But you could potentially just create opportunities with this. I'm gonna pick the aggro. Putting in a position is to strike with the entire army, only the soldiers one by one, attacking smaller units. Again, there is no best strategy, there is just contact. But if you had to pick one, a decisive blow to the enemy, like our last thing. It says charging, right? If you're going to commit to a charge, just get it done. I feel like it's implying an important strategic reason you're doing this. You've lost your knife while crossing a river. You really will definitely need this tool for your adventures. You can knife from a dead enemy. I mean, you might not get a chance. You should probably just replace the knife ASAP. Again, particularly if you're fighting heavily armored units. You know, the knife in gaps kind of thing. Earn a new knife. I mean, how long is that going to take? Just make a new one. You just need a new knife. Based on your story, you can edit in the next step or retell your stories in... Okay, cool. We're an armor smith. Strength, Constitution, and low index. I don't know what these stats do. I'm gonna look that up really quickly. Gloria Victis stats. Apparently Dex affects movement speed. Man, movement speed is always just like so fucking important. I'm actually fine with Armorsmith. I don't know how crafting works in it. Wait, so did the thing I picked at the beginning have nothing to do with anything? Like the, what was it, the Azeb versus the... whatever the other guy was called? Either way, we get a cool looking curved sword here. What even would you call this? Wait, what is this? I actually don't know what that weapon is. Or the closest approximate. Like, it's some kind of saber-like thing, but... I kind of like its design. I mean, if we're not wearing gloves or don't have a shield, I think I would want more hand protection. Some kind of hilt or cross guard or something. But this guard, really anything. It looks maybe kind of like an oversized kyber knife. Not quite. Yeah, kyber knife actually has that thing that kind of goes down below the blade there. It's like a is it vaguely killage like? But again, I don't. What's throwing me off is the lack of any kind of guard. I guess maybe we'll get in game and it'll tell us what that is. Alright, let's get in game. I've been sitting here doing character creation for 40 minutes when there's like no options, so you know. Please wait, the game is loading. Progress may be temporarily stop responding, but it will not abort the loading process. What if it's crashed? Stonehold. Use your target wisely. Heavy armored enemy has a high damage resistance and low damage output. Focus on more lightly armored fighters with two-handed weapons. Do not chase them too far or you'll become an easy target alone. Alright, what is this sword called? Recruit sword. That does not help. Iron knife. Iron woodcutter axe. Recruits reflex bow. Iron woodcutter's axe material. Novice's pickaxe. Lantern. Open the map. You will find quests and important activities. Okay. Talk to Captain Hymerius and accept your first quest. Who's Captain Imarius? What's this video trying to tell me to do? Map. Play quick. How do I, I click on the... You don't want to... Oh, hey, gee. I didn't realize you were ending anytime soon. Yeah, so I wasn't able to watch the remainder of your stream there, but like I said in your place, I was, coincidentally, I was actually just planning on trying this out myself today, so. You not doing this one? Well, which one did you pick? I didn't, is that like a permanent choice, or how does that work? Viking? That's literally just a bunch of, like, thieves and rapists. Like, that's their job. I can just remake. It's going to... You can switch if you're below 80. Like, I literally haven't done anything. Would it be faster to switch something, or... Yeah, we went with the Sangmar Empire. The noble Praetorian warriors. Okay, so we do need to be on the same thing, fair enough. Like, there was a guy with just like this crazy golden ahistorical plate-like armor. I wanted that. The Vikings just had like this fantasy leather and like, I don't know, pseudo-brigandine. Alright, well, let me just remake them. That's probably the easiest. Like, it's gonna take me 3 seconds. Go to character select. Character select screen on right side. Oh, we can just do it now. Okay, cool. They even started me off here with some kind of cool... I don't know if everyone starts the same gear. It was just called Recruit Sword. I got into the game, it was like, the model had some kind of neat looking sword. I'm like, what the hell is that? Is it like a oversized kyber knife? Or it was clearly some kind of saber-like weapon. And I was like, I don't know what this would be considered historically because it's missing any kind of handguard. And then when I get into... I was like, okay, maybe they'll tell me in game. And it's called Recruit Sword, so I still don't know what it is. I mean, it could be just entirely ahistorical to begin, so who knows. Okay, so what do we do here? I click on this. Run free factions below 70, and it can be done at character select screen on right side of your character. I see no such options. Dead wolves and bears on it? That sounds smelly. Yeah, I'm level 1, it's fine. Delete character. Can you reiterate the so we can reuse our name? By the way, hello and welcome everyone. I'm just getting started here. So, gee, thanks again for the raid, do appreciate it. Read a character. I don't know, Toast. I think you've never played this game before. Toast is just a poser. Izmir. How did we even read this opening bit again? We had the Midlanders, which are just like pretentious Western Europeans, and they all sound like British people for some reason. These are the values praised by most Midlanders. No, we're not picking that. I don't even remember how I read their shit, but... Well, yeah, it was something generic and deep like that. Alright, so does this actually matter? Like, this thing you pick here? These are the guys we went with here.
Balhamon, center of pride and wisdom. Balhamon is an oasis of art.
I was looking forward to playing these guys. You guys have ruined it for me.
Thanks, bunches.
It's pure RP, okay. If I got to choose the gear, I think I would honestly go with this guy's like fantasy leather outfit. Not a huge fan of the Dane axe. Oh, Ashen Punk, thanks for the follow, appreciate it. Why couldn't you guys pick like fantasy Byzantine Empire here?
Thanks, bunches.
How often do you get to play against pseudo-Byzantines? Damn it, I gotta pick a Viking. Okay. Next. We're gonna make a dwarf again, or at least as close as we can. I guess the dwarf motif makes even more sense. Dwarves kind of have tattoos, don't they? Big beard. He's old, but not that old. He's still got a few years left in him. He's got a bit of color left in his beard. I think we'll avoid the face tattoos, particularly if we're going the Nord faction. I don't necessarily want to be implicated with what that implies. Oh, there's more. I didn't even see this. Okay, we'll do this really quickly. I guess it's good we're remaking. The dwarves tend to have like kind of scrunched in features a lot. Big noses. Larger-ish ears. They're more like broad noses. They're not necessarily super long. Features we will never see again. I mean, in the beard, I can't see them anyway. They're generally kind of unhappy. I gotta admit. There we go. We got it. Helmet gets... Oh, people can steal your shit? Okay, we'll do the same setup here. Expanding my knowledge and skills. When you're on a journey, your primary choices... I'll explain my choices again, I suppose, since we're here. Expanding my knowledge and skills. So if you go out on a journey, what you're looking for is experience, right? If you're higher level, you can earn better loot anyway. Loot is incidental. So expanding knowledge. Discovering new places is encompassed within expanding knowledge. So this is a non. Most efficient way to defeat enemies, 2. Balance between offense and defense, yes. And then you assess the context and then reassess your strategy based on what you're seeing and feeling. How would you like to drench it? Fruits of my land, collect your rock hills. Minerals are cool. No other justification needed. Where will you be in the battle? Flank. Will flank the enemy or help hold the line. Again, that's the most you can choose based on the context. Why would you pick just the front line when you could pick the flank or the front line? Also, I don't like ranged attack, so flank attack. We talked about this. This is way too lacking in terms of context, in terms of what they're asking you here. Like, what do they mean by battle? You just have no idea? Or do they explain? So basically my rationale when I was doing this earlier was, and I know this doesn't matter in terms of what we're picking or making here, but like if you go into a battle and you're up against nothing but super heavily armed infantry, your sword's fucking worthless. Like, it doesn't really matter how specialized the sword is for armor fighting, you're always at a disadvantage against, like, very heavily armored opponents. So, despite the fact that I'm trained with the usage of swords, I would find it very difficult to pick this without any understanding what you're going into. Axe, I would probably personally be least comfortable with, and seems like just more of a compromise weapon, which is still not going to be all that great against very heavy armor anyway. A mace, at least, if you hit an unarmored opponent, you're going to fuck him up with a mace. If you hit a heavily armored opponent with a mace, you may still also damage them to a degree. So again, lacking any information whatsoever, and you're just like, because I mean, when they say battle, this could be a duel for all I know, but if there's no information whatsoever, and despite being trained with the sword personally, and so again, this is me taking things way too literally in real life, but like, I would probably hedge my bets towards mace. They don't even tell you if it's like a one-handed mace or a two-handed mace or anything like that. So I would hedge my bets towards mace, just so I am able to operate in most possible contexts. And again, it's a mace. It can't be that hard to use, despite the fact that again I use swords, and to a lesser extent I've not used like spears and stuff. I've never held a mace in my life, but I figured you could probably just go mace hit, deal damage. I know it's not that. Like any kind of combat art or skill set will always have a degree of sophistication to it that I'm not going to understand the nuances to, but doing it like a sword, probably good enough. When fighting an enemy, I keep parrying attacks, seeing opportunities. I don't like any of these options because it's lacking context and it doesn't seem to account. Like, it just seems like they're just, you do this and that's it. You would do all three of these things. However, if you had to do literally just one thing, overwhelming offense can create opportunities. So we'll go with the aggro style. Best strategy when charging any position is to eliminate soldiers one by one, striking the enemy. Again, lacking context. However, if you're actively charging, I'm going to assume in good faith that there's good strategic reason for your doing this. Like, there's a major objective or something you have to accomplish on the battlefield. I would say strike with the entire army. Go big or go home. Get it done. You've lost your knife while crossing a river. You feel that you will definitely need this tool for further adventure. I'll take a knife from my dead enemy. That implies you get the opportunity to do so. You may need that knife in combat. Again, aforementioned very heavily armored opponent context. You know, maybe just stab it into the armor or something. How long would it take to earn a new one? I think we craft a new one. Let's just make one. Get that knife as quickly as you can. You want as large a toolkit as quickly as possible. So we got Armor Smith, again, because I picked the same answers. I don't know what these stats mean exactly. I did look it up quickly. It appears this is basically damage. This is basically hit points, and this is like move speed and crit. I don't know how much this affects shit. If this is anything like Mountain Blade, I'm going to want as much movement speed as possible. Also, Mystic, hello. In the loot zone, It does not, so the internet lied to me. What does Dex do? Text-based choice system is dumb, it makes no impact. Oh yeah, yeah, it just sets it. I just like doing that for fun. Well, I went to like a Reddit thread afterwards, and they were saying the same thing. That's why I was like, because it's the first shit that pops up, right? Like that garbage AI stuff, and it was saying something about movement speed. It's like, oh, AI is saying this. Let's scroll down a bit further. And then there were other things saying, but maybe that was other people just basing their answers off of some AI garbage, so it's an incestuous cycle. 150 a dex in every build. Gives piercing reduction. Stam regen. That sounds very. Stam regen sounds very important. Sword and dagger damage. What does strength do then? Axe and mace damage. Does strength give more damage to certain weapons than dex? Why doesn't strength deal bow? You need strength to pull a bow. You need a lot of strength. I get it. Fantasy trope is dex, but sounds like you just kind of, like, if you're doing a generic melee fighter, you kind of want everything. And you're using spreadsheets and in-game. One of those. Like, I'm assuming you get skill points as you go along. I mean, because you said you take 150 or whatever, so. Or attribute points. I'm just going to start with something relatively even, and I'm assuming it's not like the end of the world. I hear there's also respec as well. Alright, here we go. Now we made our Nord. I was really looking forward to seeing the city of Balhamon, but that will not... Well, maybe I don't know, we can conquer it or something. Time is it? Man, it's already like 8:40 on my end and I haven't done any. It's a bit repetitive, but I like the menu screen music. Okay, so everyone starts in Stoneholm? Open the map, find quests, or blah blah blah. Okay. Talk to Riga. Oh, this is definitely not Stoneholm. Oh, it's the name of the island? Okay. Stoneholm is the world. Also, map scrolling speed is like insanely slow.
Our brothers took over the mountain outpost. We have to hold it.
Man's not talking like a proper dwarf. We're dwarves, aren't we? I need some strong dwarven ale. Not to Wilga. Wilga is... The game seems to imply that you can go to, like, you can lock the character and then bring your cursor up to click on shit on the UI. Does anyone know what button that is? What was that? Press E to Herbalist Workshop. Alt key? Thank you. Quick access menu. Oh, what's this for the fucking map? Whatever. I think I'll check in a minute. Is there an option to improve zoom and zoom out speed on the map? Why is this so insanely slow? I've never seen a map that zooms and unzooms so slowly. You're welcome to Marley, the capital of Ismir's on Stoneholm. We need you to join our ranks. What do you want me to do? Who are you? I am Wilga, daughter of Gunnar Nightroar, the head of Clan Nightroar. I'm commanding a warrior. Blah, 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 blah. What do you mean to do? Walk over this bridge and go to the training ground where you'll learn the basics of combat. Sure thing. Yeah, it's just weird that it's so slow. Okay, zooming out is actually reasonably fast. Zooming in is like... it's definitely faster. Ugh. Announcement board. I will deal with that later. Talk to recruit trainer. There you are. Yep. What do you mean? Wilga sent me. So you are coming for training. Great. Go to the training pit. First shooting, later melee. To the pit. Press F. Choose a bow from the skill bar. 1, 2, 3. And find the interview. Aim at the target and left click to shoot. Shoot target. From 2 strong shoots the bow. The attack power indicator turned orange. Okay. Choose a melee weapon from the skill bar. 1, 2, 3. Find it. Okay. Melee. Wait, probably did they start us on axe? I'm assuming they did. Iron woodcutter axe, simple sword. Okay, now we want the sword. Actually, yeah, the starting weapon is different. It's not the recruit sword. We get... oh, no, it's 5. Is that like the same starting weapon as the other guy, graphically? Oh god, it's like... a scabbard, or is it just like horribly pitted and rusted? Like pitted and rusted. Okay, anyway, I'm gonna get charges from green to orange and release this as a strong attack. Hit the enemy training W. Care of my sword? Apparently. This dude just like... maybe he found it in the trash earlier. If it is hard, you can select keybind in selection. Okay, so it's mountain blade combat. Okay, so back is stab, up is the head attack, right? Like it's not exactly the same, but like the idea is the same. Comment is you change direction indicator sensitivity to max. Yeah, it felt like it wasn't particularly sensitive. That definitely sounds like something I want to fix right now. So under settings, interface. Oh, this thing is in the way. We'll do it after. When you kick an enemy's block, you will stagger or stun them Q. The teep. Actually, I guess it's more of a generic front kick, but Okay, so I think we can fix it now. Settings. Graphics. Interface. Change some settings a little bit. I would like a consistent 60 FPS. There we go. Okay, interface settings, here we go. Directional indicators, sensitivity, directional indicators, dead zone. Open durability notification threshold. Max that out. Direction indicator dead zone. What does that do? Ragdolls? Let me see if there's anything else I want here. Minimap rotation around player? No, I want static direction. Highlight position on map. Invert horizontal. No, no, no. Movement. Determine attack direction. I recall Mountain Blade having these options as well, and I didn't like them. Block indicators, display damage dealt indicators, blah, blah. Turn to power bar, display cursor movement tracker. Player markers. Apply these. Same as Mountain Blade. Getting like the head attack, it's like it's not necessarily tricky. It's just kind of weird, and you don't always get it. It feels like attacking from the left side takes longer, but I don't think it does. I think it's just like a... Like the animation looks like it's longer because it's... The animation itself is quicker, so... Okay, so there is animation canceling. Some weapons... Yeah, like I said, I think this is really. I'm sure there is some differences, but like this seems very familiar from a Mountain Blade context. I finished basic training. Well done. Go to Tim Hortons and tell him that he has a new recruit. Good luck. Wait, I thought this camera wasn't supposed to rotate around my character. Oh, wait, did I turn it on, or? I definitely don't, yeah, we don't want that. Alright, where are we going? This way? He's right here. A very interesting guard versus high. I guess you like raise it at the point of attack, or whoops, you whip it around for a parry. It's very strange to me, but I don't know. I'm less familiar with European weaponry fighting styles. Alright, Thorsten. What do you need? I just went to basic training. I was supposed to report to you. We must get ready for everything. Get some wood and light the signal fires on the watchtower, then hurry back to me. Alright, and we gain... What do I got to choose now? Wanderer's Cap. Light armor. Medium armor. Assuming it's viable, I tend to like to hedge my bets and go medium armor in most games where it's available. I like kind of a hybrid of playstyles. I don't like being the slow-ass lumbering tank that takes 5 million years to do anything, but I also don't like dying in a single hit because I fucked up one parry. Didn't Europe invent medieval combat? I mean, they certainly invented medieval European combat. I don't know who else would have. You get a bonus of wearing 4 types of... Oh, that's cool. What about... How viable is 4 medium, 2 light? Or is that just like the worst of every world? Alright, I gotta collect wood. Alright, all along the watchtowers. Let's go.
There will come a day when we avenge our fathers and
Oh, you just get shot to pieces? Yeah. So based on the context, it sounds like I can actually do both. Which I like, if that's the case. Yeah, I don't think I would want to storm the gates in my light armor. If that's the situation, like, I might even, you know, wear just full heavy or something. Depending on how the game works. A lemon seed in there. I squeezed some lemon juice into my Coke earlier. Put a lemon seed into recycling. I go full light, makes sense. Thorsten, now it's time to prepare for the assault. Ring the bell at the front gate and ready your weapon. Remember that you can use ballistas and fortified positions to your advantage. What are you going to do? I'm going to find the leader of these damn rebels. When we locate him, I'll send you to Hafen and the commander of my scouts. You must hold until then. Got it. Go south. Apparently been an hour. Our brothers took over Leak Town. We have to hold it. Leak Town? Do they grow leeks? Why is sword on 5? This was Minecraft, we'd have pickaxe on 3, but it's not Minecraft. Stop the attack on the... Let's use the ballista. Press and hold the block key to charge a siege engine. When the bar...
new guy, sign up shit.
Charge a siege engine, longer and do more damage.
His hate is killing me. Oh, what a dead friend.
Oh no, that's me. Some units allow you to swap projectiles. Jump on them. Imagine interesting, press interaction key, E by default. Which ones are... That's the enemy, right? You know, we can probably loot it later, right? These are some rather foolhardy peasants or whatever these charging into ballista fire. Give me your loot. What'd you give me? Fabric scraps. Coverage by streamers for it needs it. Seems like a neat game. I understand it's got a bit of a sordid history in terms of just stuff, and like it was in development for 1,000,000 years and was around for like a year or something, and then it went away and it got bought out. And anyway, and then there's an open beta, so here I am. I feel like I'd at least heard the name before, but I'm not sure. Hello. We located the enemy commander, alright. Midlanders set their camp in a lumber yard on the other side of the river. Thorsten wants you to sabotage the camp and kill the Roberters lieutenant with my men engaging... One more thing. There's another way out. We'll meet there. If you make it, I'll guard your escape route. Got it. Let's go. So... Was this game just like for a while? Was it completely unplayable until it just came back recently, kind of thing? So like people who played this game just didn't have access to it, or? Click E to destroy. Did you hit me? Archers. It's already on fire, but let's set it more on fire. 2023 to damn. So it was just like gone for a while. So I guess yeah, like you guys who really liked the game in the past are just happy it's back. Rumor says that the Black Guard... something. Interesting time to be talking about rumors about the Blackguards. Alright, 100% of stuff burned. Character development. Use one... Here, one, use two. Says you're friendly, right? That's what that means. Which is a bit like the interact button. I feel like it should have a wider, I don't know, targeting scope. What? Did I get shot by my own archer? I think he shot. Or did I get dead angled by the enemy? I got some kind of gloves I can't use. What's the requirement here? Requires unlocking armors. Sure. Oh god, I'm stuck on something. Oh. That's interesting. I actually can't jump. I recall there being an unstuck. Supposed to spawn. Oh no. Yeah, I think I'm stuck in the looting thing on an empty chest. Fascinating. Anyway, I guess we're just unstuck close to spawn. Hopefully that's close by. Did the server crash? Oh, so it wasn't me getting stuck, it was... Fair enough. Let's just try this and see what happens. Avoid 1v1 duels in group combat, as in try to attack the backs of targets that are not focused on you. Changing targets frequently is a good tactic in group fights. That is dishonorable. Tooltips encouraging dishonorable play. Alright, let's see what happens. Using your weapon to block an attack will cost some stamina. Weapons lose durability from blocking. Smears don't have honor? Good point. All because of G. Been torn from the light of Balhamon. Alright, just gotta run back to where we were. Choose 3 challenges for today to receive valuable rewards when completed. Challenges can be selected once per day. I will worry about that later. Ow. I think we're still going the right way. Stamina comes back kind of slowly. I don't think I'm going to be allowed up there. I'm not even sure if I can get back up, period. Uh-oh. I think we're good. I think we're going to be able to just... Uh-oh. Hug the wall. Alright, final boss of the game defeated. The terrain. We made our way out of a ditch. Herbs. Affects the gather time. Poor tools make gathering faster. Or proper tools. Private workshop can't be used by other players. Someone else's thing. Can I harvest these flowers? Okay, so we made it here. I was like over here somewhere, right? I think we went this way.
There's Locrian dogs to cover the eastern line. Let's
Fruit plant. What was that? It was like a mini game bar.
New die, same old shit.
Headshot. Give me my money. Amazing parry. Stab to the face. That didn't do very much. Brute force it. Just hit him over and over again. Oh, this works like really poorly. Just sitting there and auto-attacking a guy like that over and over again. Okay, we're level 3. Attribute points. You earned... If I could loot the guy... You gotta be standing in like a really specific spot for loot. I know there's loot here. I can see it. There we go. Alright, B. So attributes. We get 3 points. Let's get everything to like an even... I got 5 point stuff here. Dex. What is this stuff? Abilities. Shield Bash. Marksman. Reaper. Except for a polearm to damage 2 targets at a time with full power attacks. First aid. Reduce the cooldown after death by 10 seconds per level in bound. Additional 10 seconds additional level 5. I'll worry about that later. Yeah, you know, I think the most difficult thing by far in the game so far is looting. Dare I brave the treasure chest again? Okay, I can't loot it again anyway, it's fine. Ding, 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 ding. Oh, the belt. Okay, it's back. The more you find, the better the loot becomes. Oh, that's interesting. This block. Oh, the thing where I like hit him and then I kind of guess the direction. Wait, what are we doing? Did I do the thing that you said I should do? Oh, so is it like nighttime specifically right now? It's kind of dark. Heroes Farm. I wanted to block. I want to practice parrying for a second here. That's a backwards. Like, oh, fucking water. There's like 3 different things that kept getting away with my camera there. Pyrite, you say? Hello? Goodbye. Can I kill you? No. That's my bank. Okay, well, actually I gotta talk to someone over here. Oh, I gotta kill Reavers. Oh, okay. Don't worry, I'll save you, innocent miner. You harvest away. The real men will handle the combat. It's got a shield. Oh, you can zoom in. Honestly, that would make parrying probably a lot easier. I mean, also not being dark would probably make it easier, but... I've come from Thorsten's fort. I was attacked by a Robritor's forces. Did you defeat their lieutenant? Then you the reward. Wonders. This is medium light. Thank you. What's next? You have to find their commander, Herman Robritor, and cut his head off. Organized troops will end themselves. I'll ask people to and confirm their rumors, but I must prepare supplies for the wound of the fort. If you go faster, otherwise, if you help me, of course, I'll pay you for your efforts. Sure. First, check the chest next to me. It's a deposit. You can keep whatever you want in there, and no one can steal its contents. Access is worldwide, so if you want to put an item in there, you can take. Okay. In the morning, I sent the huntsman for a few scavengers. Find him and do his job if needed. In addition, I need you to harvest the crops. What? In the meantime, I'll look for some clues about the Robert's location. Alright. And some money. There's a bear wandering. I just caused a roll. Okay. What's this shit? Okay, so loot it's not individual. I guess we can put our resources away. What the hell is this? Recipe Deserter's Battle Horse. Alright, we'll worry about that later. Unless I can like just use it now, or coming soon. Oh, okay. Hey, Kira, how you doing? I'm trying a new MMO. Yet another one. I'll mess with, yeah. Yeah, I can't do it from this menu. How, I'm assuming you're done streaming? I hope the rest went well. No, it's not pirates. We're playing the Viking faction. We're kind of like pirates. They're both, again, just thieves and rapists, but... You're gonna stop streaming? Alright. And sorry I was not able to hang out for the duration, the entire duration of stream. It was really nice hanging out, you know, while I was there earlier. This thing just entered a closed beta. Or no, an open beta. Oh, there's another recipe there. Common wood, herb seeds, thin leather. That may or may not be useful. Anyway, I hope you found plenty of loot. Let's go ahead and learn that. Learn that. Oh. Put the gloves away, I guess. Alright, well I gotta do... Apparently, I gotta harvest some crops now. So this is what things have come to here. Warrior has... What the hell is that? An ancient evil has arisen in the catacombs of the Forsaken Path. Rumor speaks of a soul who have come back from the realm of the dead via foul pagan rituals and creatures of the darkest tales. By the forefathers' beard, send them back to their eternal slumber. Harvesting hops. I just harvested a lot of hops. No, it's fine. I'll go there right now. I'm a professional gamer. I don't need levels. We'll gum everything down 1 damage at a time. Oh, he's dead. Hey, there's the bear. Or should I say the large brown rock? Alright, in and out. Footsies of the highest caliber. 14 part of bear carcass. A chocolate. So don't worry, Kira. If we ever encounter a bear in real life, that's what I'll do to him. Oh, I need to kill scavengers as well? Okay. Alright, that's part of the quest. No problem. Like, I legitimately have a much better weapon than whatever the hell this guy's using. If he can take one of those out, I got it, no problem. Back there. Actually, can you see it on the webcam? I can't. It's the sword that used to hang on the back of the chair, but the new chair I got, you can't really hang stuff off the back of it. Alright, one more scavenger and I think we're good. There's another one. Didn't learn its lesson. Double parry. Well, that's the problem. It is a new chair. It's a completely new chair. He was working away practice fight. Well, best of luck with that. I'm glad you got like a claw mod up and running. That is a mod, right? It's not like something new they added to the game where the hands are like claws. What the hell is it doing? Oh, it's just an... Okay. That's cool. Harvest the fruits. Gather the hops. Unlocks. Yeah, it seemed like you were doing quite... I imagine you've been putting a reasonable amount of time into the game. It seems like you've gotten quite skilled at that thing. You know, I should probably stop bothering you. You said you were going to lurk so you could practice the game, but... the water gathering minigame? I decided to hunt the bear for you. Hear that? Okay, so we did that. Took care of the scavengers. So I can now prepare the supplies for those men. Speaking with the Robert, I bet they were rebels. And there's a village in the mountains ruled by an old man named Invir. There was a boy from this village who just left my farm, probably one of your kinsmen. I believe he'll give you some clues. The boy went back home, but you can probably catch up with him. Sure. You point, I punch. That's not... But I already killed the bear. I'm gonna kill another one apparently. And bear. Node unlocked. Weapons. Optional. Trophy for the warrior. Get the reward. Okay. I don't know what's going on. More bothers. Fair enough. And of course, you know, because I know how working works. If you're busy, I more than understand. If I say something, you might not hear. You might just not want to respond because you're busy. Oh, cool. I might pester you periodically. And can you blame me? Everyone is always vying for your attention. There's a reason for that. And there, here we go. Optional, so we get Wanderer's Reflex Bow. Oh, I'm level 5. Let's take everything to 100 just so it looks nice. And then maybe we can consider specialization from there. I should maybe, like, look at this stuff. Party Finder, map, what is this crap? Armors? Convert to free experience. Increase damage reduction by 3%, decreases shield durability loss by 10%, increases... So is this like modifiers for tier 2 armor specifically, or all tiers of armor get these modifiers? Because if it's just tier 2 armor, I don't see the reason to do that, but maybe there's a reason to wear low tier armor. I guess, yeah, if you're constantly losing your gear, a lot of the time you probably want to I would guess sometimes you'd want cheaper gear. So basically, you're kind of, it's almost like you're wasting whatever this free experience shit is by speccing into like low-level garbage armor. I imagine there's probably a meta of like ease of use versus like cost in terms of or like cost versus efficiency in terms of like PvP when people can always take your stuff. Like for example, I don't know, like pure hypothetical, but like Tier 3 is considered the most optimal to wear because it's very easy to craft, but it's still reasonably good compared to a Tier 5 or whatever. How is this? Go away. Well, let's... Oh, I can't even unlock it yet. Okay, that's fine. Ah, what the hell happened there? It's like sneezing in a car. Okay, whatever. Oh, we got a new bow. Head up here. Follow the villager up the mountain. Oh yeah, maybe we should try using a bow. Oh, what the fuck? Teleporting wolves. I thought this was like a low fantasy setting. Dude, you're standing on my goddamn corpse. You move. Fucking guy. Not you, Rappo. You can stand wherever the hell you want. Captain Dumbass, you're standing on top of my loot and I can't get it. There we go. Okay, we got it. Rappo, thank you very much. What were you up to today? I've been kind of busy sort of setting up my own shit here and being asleep for a lot of it. Was more deadlock? With less damage, you wear medium and heavy armor. Fair enough. Damn it, balancing concerns. Deadlock? I gotta play that again at some point. I've been watching, you know, some streams here and there. Good game. I've just been busy with other things, like this. Victis... Was it Gloria Victis? Victis Gloria? I forget the exact... This looks harvestable, but it might not be. I think it's been harvested. Challenge me to a duel? We can fuck off, I'm busy. Don't stand up my loot if you want to challenge me to a duel. Oh, is that a... Anyway, before we were so rudely interrupted by those weirdos... We'll go follow the rat boy for some... glorious, Deadlock. I don't know why I couldn't remember the name of the game for a second. It was really weird. Just my brain blanked. But anyway, again, thanks for the raid. If you've got any questions about what's going on with this game, don't ask me, because I don't know what the fuck's going on. Kid's dead. Scout's jerkin. Why is the scout jerkin? crude humor. Actually, what is this considered? Is this medium armor? Tis medium. Actually, yeah, do heavier armors reduce movement speed? I would imagine they would, yeah. I don't want to go down there because I feel like I'm just going to get stuck down there and I'll have to climb the mountain again. Let's just not do that. Making running costs more stamina reduces your damage. Okay. Yngvir, and I'm the leader of this village. Who sent me? He told me to follow one of your men, but I bring grim news. Tell me you don't mean my nephew who went to your farm a few days ago for supplies. I'm sorry, but the boy was killed by bandits hiding alongside the route. They attacked me too, but I was a tougher enemy. He should have been back ages ago. I had a bad feeling about letting him make the trip. Take this as a reward for bringing this news. I see the look on your eyes that you have some other reason to come here. Axe? Long sword? Short sword? I mean, if I don't have a shield, I'm going to use a two-hander. Indeed, I'm hunting down the Rob Reiner, whose men attacked Marley and Thorbardin's fort. Eero sent the Rob Reiner's men came down from the mountains. Do you know anything about him? Not much, but could you talk to Alvar, our hunter? He lives just outside the village. My intuition tells me that the bandits who killed my poor nephew are involved in it as well. Alright. Time to keep tracking down Rob Reiner. I don't know what he did, but sounds like he's a violent individual in the past. Alright, two-handed sword, nice. Much better. Oh yeah, sprinting is a thing. No dodge roll? What kind of game is this? Yes? I'm hunting down Rob Reiner, who attacked our position. Ymir told me... Oh, I know something about him. And the brigands who were robbing the travelers on the route to his village. What? I see. However, I have a few urgent problems. Let's make a deal. You help me and I'll help you. So I'm helping you so you can help me help the other guy. There's a chain of stuff here. A band of poachers entered our hunting grounds. Now I can't get my duties done in time, and what's worse, one of my kinsmen ran into them and got wounded in the skirmish. Bring me medicine from the herbalist. Take care of those poachers and hunt some animals. Okay, whatever. Gather mushrooms and murder the wildlife. I can do that. Ah! Wolf carcass. The wolf's one weakness. Swing from a two-handed sword. What is this weirdo doing? Go find your own damn wolves. Okay, so now we gotta kill poachers. You can't do jump attacks? I'm gonna practice parrying a little bit. What? How did that... Whatever. Oh, we're actually kind of low life. I shouldn't be fucking around. That's a big weapon you got there. Diluted wine. Oh, there's actually a bunch of you guys. Okay, maybe we don't... Yeah, we can get one more. Looks regenerating rather slowly. I imagine there's items that speed that up. Alright, I murdered everything over there. Can we move on? Greetings. What brings you to my humble abode? Alvar sent me one of the kinsmen's wouldn't need your help. Well, he needs to clean his wounds properly, and then consume some of those strange mushrooms that grow in this forest to kill the pain. Proper herbs to dress the wound can be found in my garden. Don't let me stop you. Thanks. Herb time. Hey, those are my herbs. If you take all of them, I will starve to death in the winter. I need one more herb. Where's the... I harvested a double herb and it gave me like one. In the boxes. Are they back here? Are they in the house? The evil of the Forsaken Path has been defeated. These are hops. Apparently the hops count. So you sell shit. Kvass. That's it's not alcohol. It's like ever so slightly alcoholic, but it's like made in the same process as brewing beer and stuff, or wine and whatnot. It's the like essentially bread soda, if I recall it, because I've made it before. Because I do like home brewing stuff. It's kind of weird, but I enjoyed it. It was very fizzy. Or limonite. Yeah, I mean, assuming it's the same thing, though, would you press E or auto attack? Oh, it's you. Did you take care of all I need? Hunt some animals, chased away the poachers, and I have the ingredients that Eagle recommends for your kinsman. Oh, thanks, I owe you. Take the reward for your efforts. While you were gone, I learned that those bandits came from the mountains. I've got a feeling that that's where their lair is, and they're working with Rob Reiner. So talk to Ymir, got it. Discovered trails of some brigands. He set the camps of the mountains, and brigands hide somewhere over there. He's also speculated they're working with Rob Reiner. Oh, and my voice sounds like your friend over there. So I know who we're talking about now. Those bandits set up camp in a nearby ruined fort. Go there with the wrath of the gods and avenge my nephew. And if you happen to find any supplies stolen by those bandits, please hand them to Haldor at the river fort. He needs them. Alright. There is also a chance you'll meet the bandit chieftain too. Hallandor will pay good silver for his head, but beware, he's a tough bastard. Sounds good. Kill bandit with two-handed sword. Use sword on bandit. Is this harvestable? No. Let's try just hitting it instead, see what any difference. I like how I can stab with a pickaxe. I feel like that was faster. Or maybe it was just a smaller node, who knows? Oh, also I haven't hotkeyed my two-handed sword. Level up. Can we both take the... Hey, it's the rain dog. Thank you. Appreciate it. It's very kind of you. Can we... Okay, can I... Okay, so we can both take the same supplies. Yeah, it's like an MMO, but it's the combat actually so far, I haven't played like that much, despite the fact that we're in live 2 hours. It is quite reminiscent of Mountain Blade, like the whole swing, like you just kind of jerk the camera in the direction you want to swing, kind of thing. Like move up, blocking is like that same directional kind of thing. So far, it's very, very Mountain Blade-ish. We'll see how it actually ends up playing out. Like, there's also... So, it's some kind of, like, low fantasy MMORPG that has this weird development history. What the fuck? Hold on. Man needs to get murdered. Where, yeah, it was in, like, development for many years and was available as a release product for about a year or something, and then it disappeared for several years. And then it got bought out by... the company that used to be known as Tryon Worlds, I think. Like the guys who did Rift and that kind of stuff. Or at least published those things. I don't know if they made it or not. And now it's in some kind of open beta phase thing. Control. Yeah, it does seem like it's very PvP-centric eventually. I'm at the start of the game where, as far as I can tell, the start of the game is just one glorified long tutorial. And it gets your character to a higher level. And then you go out and murder people. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. I also just remembered. You were busy talking. So many people are hosting today. It's one of those weird days where it's like, I just have to assume Twitch is broken or something. There's literally no one else you can host. A few people coming in here. And I forgot to shout out G earlier. But of course, you should all follow the Rain Dog. If you want something like actually, you know, exciting and thought-provoking going on the screen, that's your channel there. Don't hang out here where I'm just like, So this sword here deals 2% more damage than this one over here. Is it worth the 10 extra minute? You know, so. Eurojank cult fave? I think it might be something like that. I don't know where it was actually developed, but given some of the oddities in the text, I suspect it might be European. I just... For the Aztecs? Yeah, those came out a couple days ago or something, didn't they? I'm not really sure. I'd like to take a look at that at some point. Okay, yeah, Poland. I figured it was probably something from Central Europe. It kind of has that vibe to it. Deliver this much. Okay, so I gotta find the bandit chief. Optional, but we're gonna find him. What the hell was that? Was that a cloak? Oh, what the fuck? What the hell is the bandit chief doing in... I mean, this is not full plate harness exactly. It's... the plate breastplate in... I'm trying to look at your leader's armor here. It's like weirdly fancy. I guess he looted it or something. With armor that expensive, you can just like sell it and live a life of luxury. What the hell is he doing as a bandit? You got like a poleaxe. I want a poleaxe. Where the hell's my poleaxe? You know, the only play. Oh, so you've played Age of Mythology as well. Well, perhaps one day we could all play. We've got like a bit of a RTS group going sometimes. It's like me, the Excessive Profanity, is Hope. Who else? Jamalki plays with us sometimes. Who else is there? Of course, there's a Emp. There's a few of us. Yeah, I didn't realize brigands were so well off. You know? Begs the question, why is he hiding out in this hovel? Or I could afford some decent property. Good lord who lost his lands. He's a gentleman who's fallen on hard times. See, that's what I am. That's why I'm streaming. I'm just a gentleman who's fallen on hard times. Perhaps I shouldn't have killed that brigand later. The kinsman. Dawn of War 4. Dawn of War 3 was great. I like Dawn of War 3. It just got a weird reputation for all the wrong reasons. Practice 4 was running a PvP. We're going to play RTS single player campaign. Well, yeah, Excessive Profanity, he's always enjoyed that. I'm like, when I play RTSs, I don't really care. Well, it's actually going to tie into the Dawn of War 3 thing in a second here. I don't really play for the campaigns. I know a lot of people do like the campaigns. Like, it's important to a lot of people. For example, like Excessive Profanity, he tends to enjoy them a lot. Right now he's doing the StarCraft, the original StarCraft campaign again. But yeah, like Dawn of War 3, I think the campaign wasn't very good. I ignored that, so it wasn't an issue for me, but... Expensive plate armor. I wish I could sell this piece of shit computer for some plate armor. Granted, it wasn't like full plate harness, so, you know, it wasn't expensive as it could have been. But he had the important bits. He had like some kind of plate great helmet, or like a great helmet and a breast, nice shiny breastplate. What the hell is this? Shieldman's long axe. Oh, it's like a Dane axe kind of thing? It's worse than what I have, but... Wait, tech prices are going? Well, I have to hold on to this computer. I can't afford a new computer. Like, if something goes wrong with this thing, it's like, that's the end of streaming. I am actually looking for a second job so I can, you know, afford things again. That'd be nice. But that gets back into the whole, you know, I'm going to probably have to scale back my streaming to a degree. But being able to afford things like food and rent are, I hear, generally good priorities to have in life. So I got a few prospects, assuming, you know, at least one of them pans out. You know, maybe in the next year or so I'll be able to find a new computer. And hopefully, by then, like, RAM prices and shit will come down. People will perhaps be forced to realize that the weird, scummy, grifty elements of the AI bubble will burst. And people can get back to researching useful ways to use that. And all the scummy venture capitalist types will have led to the next project. Oh, I am trying to mine with a two-handed sword. That's probably not a good idea. I hear historically that wasn't done. That's why the pickaxe was invented. Peasants running around all these two-handed swords, you know. Wait a minute. Okay, I mine this stone, my sword. I don't know what the hell that accent was, but I'm sure a peasant used it somewhere at some point in human history. Really, if it goes beyond more work, then I don't know how to, like, do whatever that is. Off I go. What am I doing again? Oh, I gotta deliver shit. Patreon? My Patreon still exists, doesn't it? Technically. I never took it down. That was an old YouTube thing. You're held alright. The supplies from the nearest village which were meant to be delivered to you. Alright, everyone in this area is just going to sound the same. I don't feel like doing variable voices. Well, indeed. I was waiting for these supplies, but it was Yngvir's nephew who was supposed to deliver them. What happened to him? The boys were robbed and killed by some bandits in the road. I located their hideout and retrieved the supplies, hoping to find out trails of the Rob Reiner who attacked Marley. Well, maybe it's a coincidence, but we've just been robbed by a group of Midlander rebels. It seems you found the trail at last. What now? We'll go through a tough fight. I feel it in me bones. Give me a while to get the facts together. In the meantime, you could light the signal fire on the tower to alert our men. You'll find some wood and an axe nearby. I've already done this. Too late. The King's Protocol just triggers the Midlander accent. We're not talking to them yet. Or this guy's like secretly the traitor, maybe. Oh yeah, I got a hand in the head. Okay, so suddenly this guy's going to sound different. As it appears, Therindos has triggered the King's Protocol. I've killed the bandit chieftain. Whatever that colonial name is, told me you'll pay well for this head. Oh, you killed him. Well, one problem less. And yes, that was a bounty on his head. It is yours. What do we have here? Some dirty shoes. How quaint. Clan boots. At least they look warm, I suppose. And clan heavy boots. Slightly shoddy on the workmanship. I suppose I shall take the boots. Thank you very much. Yes, now let us talk about something else. Goodbye, Haldor, whatever your name was. Alright, that's got to be a minute. Go back to talking like a normal human being. Did you know? The British aren't human beings? Fallen tree. Gather. Right, we gotta cut trees now. Oh, no. Pickaxe is not the right tool for the job. Gotta get the axe out. I do wonder if you equip like a battle axe or something, does it cut trees slightly better than say a sword? Obviously, it's not going to work as well as like a purpose-built tool like a wood-cutting axe because, you know, they're very different things built for very different purposes with very different blade profiles and, you know, heft and all that. But or so I've heard. I've cut wood with axes, but I've never hit an individual, like a human being, with an axe. But I've been informed that axes for humans function quite differently from axes for wood. Oh, do they actually have individual, like, weapon ratings? That's interesting. Alright, we're doing this tutorial quest again. Talk to Haldor. What do you want? Get ready for your first fight against heavily armored enemies. Blunt weapons, such as the one you just earned, drain more stamina, but are... Did I earn a blunt weapon? I don't recall earning a blunt weapon. Unless you want me to use this. Yeah, an axe is not a blunt weapon. Perhaps he means talk to this guy first. Wait, I didn't... You know what, whatever. I'll just bludgeon someone to death with a sword. Oh, I did light it on fire, okay. Ready ourselves for combat. Among the supplies, I found a letter which confirms that the bandits were working together with this Rob Reiner character. And unfortunately, I know who this man is. When our clan came to this land to avenge the events in Tenebrock, the Knights of Midland attacked us. You'll remember that battle for a long time. This defeat they suffered still stains their pride. Here we go. Use a reward. Well, this Rob Reiner, called Herman, he is a son of one of the knights who died that day. It seems he's looking for a way to avenge his father. But his days are numbered. We'll break into his castle and set it on fire and kill the bastard. Take this weapon and get ready to fight. More medium armor. We can get a, what is it, a one-handed mace or a two-handed mace? Again, I don't have a shield, so we're taking the two-hander. And we get a cloth bag. Use it to expand your inventory. Cool. Why does this cost me money? What? Oh, okay, there we go. Oh, I see. I had to... Is this how they get you? It gets super expensive later and you gotta, like, pay money? Alright, whatever. Don't have the blunt weapon there. Where's my dagger? The dagger can go on the end there, just in case I need to backstab someone. Alright, time to go murder Rob Reiner. Very peaceful music for what we're about to do. Who is an ally? Oh yeah, plate now. Whoa! Oh god. Fucker. I just remembered something. I need you to open public party. Do you want to join? Sure, why not? I need to... Well, I guess I can put my skill points and shit later. Mallet to the head. Dude, NPC guys, you're like really in my way.
Here's about we go hunting. It's been too long since I've ate venison.
Alright, time to light shit on fire. Mystic, what do you mean hello? You were here earlier. Unless you mean you're coming back, or... fatal flaw to all heavily armored medieval infantry. An unsuspecting mallet to the back of the head.
Hate is killing me. I'm gonna need a
Yeah, you did. You definitely typed something in chat. You just don't remember typing in chat? There we go. Burn the tents. Kill the bastards. What am I doing? Get on the walls. Whoa. Boom. Oh, what? What's that? Peasants Studded Club. It is better. It is. You're afraid? Are you drunk? Oh no. Have I glitched the game out again? Okay, there we go. We fixed it. Apparently raising the ladder while you're on it is not a good idea. Clonk. What are we doing now? Kill Herman the German. Got it. Is this guy actually full plate harness? He's crumpled onto the ground, so I can't quite see how the articulation. Okay, no, it's not exactly full plate harness. It's a lot of plate. It looked like it was more plate than our bandit friend, or the gentleman who had fallen on hard times. Haldor, are you gonna have to wait? I am going to stab this rock with my pickaxe. I'm pretty sure that is faster. Alright, I've done it. Haldor, give me your target. There you go. Oh, we made it. We killed the bastard. No, I killed the bastard. It was an honor to fight at your side. Take this. It's your share of the loot. Oh, since Rob Reiner is dead, I think you should be the one to tell the story to Wilga. She should know what happened. Alright. Uh-oh. See, if I was a good streamer, this is where I'd have like a hotkey to open the Skyrim window. I don't have that. Water. Oh yeah, kick is an option. I forgot about that. Ah, the lag. Okay, we're loaded in. Alright, no, people in this town don't get voices. Welcome back. What news do you bring? Rob Reiner's local bandits and keep them busy. We defeated his forces and killed the scoundrel. Well, it seems like our enemies aren't going... I'll have another task for you. First, take your time to look around the city. You'll find many useful places, like this huge chest, which you can store your stuff. I've already done that. Bit of redundancy with these tutorials. Okay, what the hell is that? Crash. Open depot. Yeah, that's the thing from earlier. I mean, I guess I can deposit resources. Provides decent hide and meat. Maybe we should probably like butcher some of this stuff. Put that away. I have a bucket of water. Bark. Oh, I can open that presumably. That in there. Leather. I can probably like sell these weapons and stuff, like the crap I don't want. Yeah, I just realized that. This is like the starting thing. Tendon bowstrings. Whole box just for that. And then there's one of these recipe things. What do we learned? Recipe light bardiche. Oh, cool. Visit the market keeper. Is this the auction house? You can list your stuff as well as buy from others. Wait no longer. Sell what you don't need and maybe you'll become wealthy too. How does he know I'm not wealthy? I guess he knows I'm a streamer. Food and herb merchant. Use the weaponsmith workshop. We make sourdough at the weapon forging station. Okay, so it looks like it does not take from your storage. Actually, what do you do with the junk weapons and stuff? 6p and what you get? Like doing it from town? Do you generally sell them in this game, or do you want to be melting stuff down? Oh, you just right-click and disassemble wherever. You don't have to be in town for it. Convenient. Ooh. Beer. Oh, donated in bases, flag that, and make NPC try. Oh, that's neat. Well, I mean, generally, what do people do? Do they break them down or just sell them to merchants for coin, or? Base quality. So this thing here is... Oh, it's one-handed. Is it still... At cost? 16 versus 12. Trying to assess damage numbers here. Oh, I see. That's the damage. And, like, it goes down based on durability. That's what that means. Okay. Again, if I had a shield, I suppose that'd be fine, but... Okay, so it's one of those games where you just break shit down. Easy enough. Can learn recipe. Oh, can't learn recipe. We keep that. Symbol blocked. What? Oh, there's like different tiers to disassembling. Okay. So if it's too good, I can't disassemble it. Let's move the stuff I actually need up here. Iron, woodcutter, axe. There are different tiers in terms of gathering tools, it looks like. Grab that. This is a bit tedious, but I mean, like, once we do it, we're done. Recipe learned. Okay, let's take a quick look at this. So what is going on here? I guess I just got to keep doing it, or it'll eventually go up or something. Has my armor stuff gone up at all yet? Yeah, okay, it looks like... Okay, so I press Z and it's going to tell me... Oh, no, it's not. Okay, so tier 1, I am 10% into disassembly. Okay, so yeah, it's just a matter of disassembling lots of shit. I understand now. Let's go ahead and head this way. Ha! I'll tell you about the Valley of Death tournament. At appointed times, warriors meet in a closed location to fight a fierce battle and show the strength of their nation. What times the tournament take place? You'll find detailed schedule in the upcoming events window. What can I get from the tournament? You get good practice in combat cooperation, but also special tokens that you can exchange in my shop for valuable equipment. Show me your goods. Equipment tier 4, equipment tier 5. Alright, whatever. Hold... what? Oh, there it is. Hold shift and click left mouse on items to select the amount. Okay, whatever. Visit the announcement board. You can find groups to play with. Announcement board. There it is. I am hungry. Alright. Fine. Weaponsmith workshop. We'll figure that out later. I don't want to deal with the crafting. Oh, never mind. She's over here. Jesus statue. We're in Brazil. If I only had a sword, I would finish this war right now. You don't have a sword? Yes, I can continue my journey. Better armor, sure. I have another task. Give me the medium armor. Oh, the move to quest feature allows you to move back to quests in progress. Play your cursor to track quests and then click move to quest. There are a lot of other things to do, including PvP events, crafting. You don't have to finish all your quests right now, or ever. If you don't see move to quest, you may have hidden your quest. Got it. Oh, we're level 10. What do you want me to do? Fort Marley, Mordor? My brother will give you further orders. I don't know if you should trust that guy. You know, given the ubiquitous nature of shields in this, I know this isn't like an exact time frame, but this sort of setting, these sorts of people in this rough era, you'd expect me to have found a shield by now. Track quests and then click. Here was track quests. Move to quest. Well, they sure made this simple. I just want to get to PvP, so I don't mind zipping around. We're playing this thing for a very specific reason, which is murder human beings. The faster we get through this tutorial, like, I don't mind enjoying myself. Alright, we've gone to Mordor. Wilga sent me, I heard that you have a task for me. Times are getting hard, we need to blah, blah, blah. What do you want me to do? Temple of the King Amongst Gods, Gautier, is nearby. Deliver mead, boars' corpses, and wood there. And the priest... Why'd you gotta talk to... I was just talking about I'm hungry. I have ribs downstairs, which I could eat, but, alright. You're gonna waste your mead and your boar meat. Boars in the woods and hunting grounds for mead, the other fruits of the land. Visit Askel's farm by the waterfall. Alright. Hello, Hope. It's been amusing so far, like, it's Mountain Blade combat. And you get to hit a pig in a butt. Does not seem as good as the sword. Oh yeah, I was gonna figure out if I can like butcher these things. Current equipped weapon doesn't suit your equipped armor. Interesting. I can just do this anywhere. Right. I did it. We got extra there. Available recipes. Wolf butchering. I do... Oh, he gets tired from crafting. That's amusing. Did I not get boar meat or anything? Oh, whatever. You will get less stuff and experience with... Oh, so I should be... Okay. I'll just hold on to it for next time. Again, I need the wood. Although this is quest wood, so it looks like I don't need to actually equip anything. Alright, boar, it's time for two-handed sword. What? How'd that miss? Literally phased through its head. Chamber the blow. It's a pig, so it won't be able to read the attack anyway. Collect more wood. Got it. Want to test one of you? Oh, I'm good for the moment, but thank you. I just kind of like for PvP. I'd like to experience that organically. Like when it finally comes up, it'll be like, oh, cool, the thing I've been waiting for. Was it just sort of spoiling it early? I see the herbs. Lavender? Looks like lavender. Oh, one shot. Oh, you can level from PvP? That's cool. Always a good thing. Oh, just using the gear is leveling it. Nice. Hit the limonite. Alright, we did it. This is the last step before we can capture Sirius. We have to break through the heart of the stronghold, capture Sirius where it has no room to escape. Walker. Alright. Yeah. It's all the time spent mining, millions of hours spent mining in millions of other games. It's finally paid off. Oh, I missed one. Damn. Not a pro anymore. Well, I mean, it's like Mountain Blade. Amusingly, that's like one of the things I didn't really practice very much in that game, because I was always mounted, is like manually blocking with a two-handed sword. Because if I was on foot, I would have a shield, right? Actually, yeah, how is blocking in this game with a shield? Because once again, I've not found a shield. But yeah, within a Mountain Blade context, that in terms of like core functionality of the game, or core features, blocking with a two-handed weapon, or a one-handed weapon without a shield, is probably like one of the things I'm worst at. Okay, so same as Mountain Blade, except I guess they don't regenerate in Mountain Blade per se, but they like come back after the battle is done. Can I murder your sheep? I'll worry about that in a minute. Hi. Mordor sent me. You see this little problem. One of my men from the should be back long ago. Some bandits tried to ambush me on the road. They had bad luck. There's a shield. There we go. Anyways, can you start collecting some eggs and herbs? We're making mead with eggs and herbs? Is that what you said? I guess I didn't. I should have read what he said. I've made mead before. It definitely didn't include... Well, I mean... I know you can make it with various herbs, or just herbs. Eggs? Maybe it's some kind of weird ye old recipe. Anyway, ah! Where'd that come from? Oops. Okay, there we go. Now we got a shield. Collect eggs. Are we collecting sheep eggs? Or is this something else? I don't think I need the wool, but I'm going to take the wool. 1 egg. 2 egg. Three egg. Pick the damn eggs up, sir. Like I said, I was serious. Looting and picking shit up is like way harder than combat in this game. Hemp. The flavorful mead you're going to be making there. Time to give the boar what's for. Oh yeah, I got all those skill points he's putting into shit. I should probably do that. Achievement gained. Sure. Sheep will freeze now? Good. What was I doing? I was gonna check something. Oh yeah. Leveling and shit. So we got 1 million attributes to spend. Oh, it actually tells you here. Okay. Increase the damage of the bows, knives, and swords. The amount of additional damage depends on stamina modifier. Use headshot and backstab damage. Increase damage. Increases. Okay, so this also increases stamina regeneration. Base damage, slashing damage reduction. Okay, so blunt weapons only get increased by strength. Given how it seems like heavy armor is super resistant to slashing, at least. I don't know, it kind of depends. Well, actually, does it say... What? Hold on. What about spears? No, it's bows, knives, and swords specifically. So this would be spears, polearms. I mean, a spear is a kind of polearm. Like, it sounds like it's all weapons, but basically, this is specifically excluding spears and polearms, like blunt weapons, and whatever else might exist. And given that I'm assuming in sieges, basically everyone's going to be running around in heavy armor, probably, right? You would probably largely want bludgeoning weapons, and possibly piercing weapons, depending on how the game treats piercing weapons against, like, plate. I'm going to guess it fares poorly. But I did, so I was watching G earlier, of course, and oh, that's a recipe. I didn't mean to buy that. I already have it learned, don't I? Can I sell it? I got some of my money back. Iron, so it's copper, iron, silver, gold. Lentils. I bought a huge sack of lentils, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? Because I want to learn how to make dal. Seems like it is a both tasty and economic option. Look up some YouTube stuff. Spears do have armor pen, okay. Yeah, actually, I was about to say, like, from what I was watching G with the sieges and stuff, it seems like it actually would benefit you quite a bit to have like a long piercing weapon just hang back when everyone's crowding into like a gate or a narrow chokehold and you're just stabbing from a greater distance. Either way, it does seem like it's still strength based, so. Servant's light shield. Is that better than mine? It is. Probably. Whatever, just disassemble it. I don't care. Oh, I have a lantern. That might have been useful to have earlier. There was something else I wanted to break down that I looted, wasn't there? Don't know. Either way, let's talk to you. Make your egg and hemp mead. I can't wait to try it out. It's an Aquilian boar. I collected the egg. Okay, let's do this first. What is this crap here? Hey, spear. We can try that out. Versus the brigand spear, which is two-handed. Two-handed spear. So it's time to look for the mead. Oh, okay. You're not making the mead out of eggs. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. We went for it. It could meet the bandits in the mountain pass. You should start to search there. Got it. All right, let's try the spear out. This keeps. Okay, you can go there, and that goes there, and then let's try this out. I guess I can go here. Why am I not getting the... There we go. The stabbing motion. Oh, we gotta search for clues. Gotta go into detective mode. Three-legged griffin. Injury looks old. Strange to find one of them in these parts around this time of year. Stabbed. There we go. You got it. Oh, right, I keep forgetting. Points into shit. I was talking about it and I just didn't do it. I mean, you always want Constitution, right? So let's put 10 into that. Honestly, I'm weirdly liking Strength more, but I don't know. It depends on the numbers, right? Well, hold on a second. It'll tell me what these, when I level them. Okay, yeah, let's just reset everything here. So this is increasing my health by 1 every time I put a point into it. Also, oh, my max stamina as well. Stamina drain. This is also raising max stamina by a bit. Crushing damage reduction. I don't see a stamina regen amount. Also, this stupid thing is covering that up. A piercing reduction by 0.25. Oh, there you go. Yeah, 6 per second, I see. Okay. Oh, that's health. But so strength is upping it by 0.2 per point at the moment. Who knows about like caps and stuff? And this, okay, this is double the stamina regeneration. That appears to be the main perk of Dex. Or is this just like flat across the board? Depending. Strength and damage multiplier. Okay. So yeah, I guess that's the deal with swords, bows, and knives. If they have higher damage potential if you're spec'd into both stats, especially, but they get utterly screwed over by heavy armor, I guess. Interesting system, if I'm understanding correctly. I don't know. As far as I'm aware, there's also a respec, so why don't we just put points into everything for now? Decrease the time required to revive unconscious. I do have 11 of these points, so maybe we should actually do something. Yeah, go and accept that. Make using a shield to stun targets and increase 5% level shield bash and use an additional 10% damage at level 5. Holding the block with shield and then hitting kick button. Use oh cool. I feel like shields would probably be quite important in like massed battles because it's not like you can just parry everyone around you. You're gonna have like attacks coming from all over the place. You just want to. You'd be the greatest parry person in the universe and just like not be able to, you know, block an attack that's coming from here and then over to your right kind of thing. Although AoE weapon, it sounds pretty amusing too. Damage dealt at full power increases by... When kicking, sprinting, and swimming is reduced over base ammo capacity increased bounds. That's an archery as well. Dirty fighting. Huntsman. Fitness. Awareness. Armor penetration of an attacker is reduced by... Oh. Seems good. These heavy armor's piercing, slashing, and bludgeoning damage reduction. You shall not pass. Increase. Veteran. Maximum stamina is increased. From 3 headshots. Increased damage dealt to enemy shield by whatever. Berserker. Last stand. Whatever. As it can make me stronger. Increased by 2% per level. Damage dealt by piercing attacks by... Okay. Wait, what? After 3 unblock attacks in a row within 30 seconds, your attack will cost 0 stamina 3 seconds per level in precision. Plus an additional 15 seconds of battle rage. Cannot be interrupted with the first 30 seconds of health. A ranged weapon at full power interrupts target. What I don't care. Survival instincts when under 40% health. Combat mode shortened from 3 to 2 seconds. Thanks to that, you can earlier start sprinting or regenerating health points. Cost 5 points and can't be leveled. You can only have 1 O. So these are all the same. Stun effects on your character are changed to stagger effects. Unstoppable cost. Okay, I don't know of these, which is the best? Oh. Feels like there's just more good stuff on this side for kind of what I want to do, but... The thing is, I don't necessarily want to be using a shield all the time. Yeah, the top tier talents, I don't know. It's a bunch of stuff I don't understand how it's going to end up working, but like... Probably this one. This seems pretty good. Like, you hit go below 60%, and if you just want to go ape shit and like kill someone really quickly. Either way, my understanding is there is respec points, so... Oh, you can be like a mount specialist? Do mounted combat. I could also like grab this and then just go this way. Yeah, let's just do this for now, I think. Damage dealt at full power increase by... I like both of these. Melee backstab damage is increased by... Per dirty fighting, headshot damage increased with additional 10% increase headshot. I mean, you can headshot with melee, right? So... I'm generally, like, aiming for the head anyway. So let's just go with that. Alright, there we go. Right. I forgot what we were doing. Oh, yeah, we were... we're in detective mode right now. Rex lead in the woods. Unusual behavior. Arrows coming from the mountainside. Looks like they caught him unawares. Kill brigands. Oh, there we go. All leads to death. Fuck off. There we go. You cannot headshot with melee? Oh, well, that sucks. I guess I gotta unspec those. Or become an archer. Huh. Stab that rock. This will never become unamusing to me. Big ass deposit here. Because if you do a combination of the two things, does it... Okay, well that gave me time to get my stamina back. This is going to be like a single instance of the limonite, I guess, when we're done here. Oh, we're done. Oh wait, we're gonna test spears. Ah! What the hell was that? Shield bashed me. Mining, we've achieved super efficient mining. We should have a public group. I'm assuming that's just for this area. Alright. I've got shit to mine though, so... Okay, looks like this actually is doing like a bit more damage to it. Okay, let our stamina come back. God, mining like this would be just So slow. You relied on nothing with this? Oh, done. I doubt I'm ever going to... Well, who knows. Maybe one day we'll actually use these stones or whatever the hell I'm mining. Limonite. Give me my stamina. Retrieve the stolen supplies, kill the brigands. And I am really hungry. I just realized it's actually quite late. Hold on, I'll do this quest and then we'll reassess where we're at here. Okay, it looks like it is worth... Oh. Vile beggar. Oh my god, it's poor people. Poor person blocked me. How dare he? Why? What? Am I in a party? Like, actually in a party? Leave. I think it just fucked up the loot. That's all it did. Alright, stolen goods. Whoa. Magical loot. Okay, we're heading over this way. Right. Destroyed. I think it's probably worth it getting, like, the orange attack. It's like about 10 damage more per swing, so... And I'm assuming that's beneficial. I wonder if it might be also beneficial, too. Because, like, doing that, so you keep swinging until you get a resource. Well, I don't know if it matters. Maybe it's like you swing until you get a resource. Also, if I want, like, quick access to shield, I should probably do it. Oh, yeah. And then you, like when you're out of stamina, then you swap over to, like, the mining mode. Something. Doing an auto run key? Doesn't seem like there is. What? Oh, that's one of the ones I already harvested. Okay. Hello. Welcome back. When we reached the mountain pass, your man ended up pierced with arrows and wine was stolen. Bandit store in the old mine, but I dealt with them and retrieved the wine. Poor man, we can only hope that his sacrifice will be pleasing to God here, but for now you should go to the... Okay. Click to take reward. Yeah, go me, I got a thing. Bandits? Alright, well, we're claiming stuff. One of these windows. Did the old game have these? Seems... A little bit mobile game-like. Okay, hold on a second. I'll be right back. I did not realize the time. He's ratted when it got released. Okay, it felt a little bit out of place. You're gonna sleep? I would say there is a distinct chance my stream will be ending in a minute here, but just give me a sec. Well, I mean, yeah, you gotta go. So, thanks for stopping by. Thanks for the info on this game. Appreciate it. Hope you had fun. But yeah, like I said, just give me a second. For everyone else, I'll be back in a second. It's a new chair. You can't really see the what it looks like though, because it's covered in a bunch of stuff. Oh, also M2M Mr. Coom in the YouTube chat. I'm not sure when you typed that. Sorry, probably a while ago. You might be gone, but hello. But yeah, as I was saying, I'm gonna probably be winding stuff down. I haven't eaten dinner yet. I got some stuff to do. It's a bit of a shorter stream, but I started very late. Later than I would have liked. But this is actually the latest I've streamed in quite some time. So yeah, thanks for hanging out, everyone. I hope you guys had fun. I'll be back tomorrow with, I feel like probably more of this. I don't know. There's suddenly a lot of stuff I got to play. I was just purchased a Slay the Spire 2, so I really want to try that sometime really soon. But this is like a time-limited beta as well. Although I think there's about a week to play it, so I guess no like huge rush, but it's fun. So far. I still want to play more Monsters and Memories. That's another thing we're doing. The same as Mountain Blade, where it just feels like getting the stab is like weirdly, like you gotta like overemphasize the motion or you get the overhead, which certainly with this kind of spear it looks like you don't want to be doing. Interestingly, from what I've heard, like the yari, which just means spear, but basically a Japanese spear, Sengoku era sort of battlefield doctrine seem to indicate that, and this might be incorrect, I don't know, I've heard it from a few sources, but I'm not an expert on Sengoku era Japanese spear combat, but the yari was used as primary as a striking weapon. So like that. Like obviously it'd be used for stabbing like that as well, but it would just be kind of like a lot of overhand chops. But anyway, that's going to be it for me. Thanks for hanging out for today. Got a whole bunch of raids again. Just I don't know. It's always nice to see. Appreciate it. Had with G initially. Then we had the Rat Boy coming in, and of course the Rain Dog. So thank you very much, everyone. Oh yeah. So we didn't shout out G earlier. That is cool. He's the guy who got me into Monsters and Memories of the Wall back. The other game I want to be playing. So yeah, like I said, just all kinds of stuff to play. I should start early so I have more time to stream. I should probably fill out some more job applications. I just filled out one last night, or this morning technically. Which is like, of all the job applications I've seen in a very long time, it's actually like a really cool one. And hopefully I get at least an interview for that. Because I filled out a lot of applications, and they're usually like, hey, I'll do it. But like this one's, like I feel like I'm extremely qualified for it. And also just like, I think it'd be really cool to do. But, industry? I don't know what industry it would be exactly. It's, I don't know, educator, presenter kind of thing.
Thou art welcome any time. It is only human to commit a sin.
Mystic, thank you very much for the 60... Wait, what? Oh, Martyr! I couldn't see the name properly in the corner. It looked like your name said Mystic there, but the numbers are totally wrong. Martyr, thank you very much for the 65 months. Very kind of you. Appreciate it. Good to see you here, as always. We're just talking about job applications. Exciting stuff, isn't it? You know what it is? Because you added the Slayer to the end of your name. You just Martyr. There'd be no confusion whatsoever. But anyway, are you familiar with this game? Have you played this thing before? I keep forgetting the name of this game. It's either Gloria Victis Gloria or Gloria Victis. It's one or the other. Life is Futile. I've heard of that. I'm not totally sure what it is, but I've heard of it. Wait, was that another MMO? Anyway, yeah, low fantasy Mountain Blade like medieval combat sim MMO. Enable the friendly fire trigger to attack an ally. And enable friendly fire? I'm assuming then people can kill you and stuff. But we'll figure that out later. All kinds of interesting stuff going on. Yeah, it was 666 at the end, wasn't it? But yeah, anyway. What industry? I don't know. I guess you'd call it like educator, presenter, something. It's vaguely streaming, like, except it's IRL. So, especially with all like the esports presentation, like, you know, stuff I used to do. Definitely used to public speaking. Not just like I speak to people on the internet, like, I go in front of big crowds and do shit. So anyway, I'm gonna mine this and then we're gonna call it. Sound good, guys? We all good? What the hell? Maybe just like spawn in. The person with the arrows is a player? Hey, loot the damn thing? There we go. Anyway, I guess they just spawned by me while I was... Oh, this is where the quest thing is, I think, isn't it? Why can't I kick? I'm trying to, like, there we go. The first time I've actually kicked anyone, I think. Soul Frame? That's another game I've meant to play for some time. I think it's pretty easy to game. Or I don't know, can anyone play that now? I don't remember. But yeah, no, the combat is very, very, very reminiscent of Mountain Blade, if you've ever played that one. Like, it's very clearly modeled after it. A key, but they're... Like, they sell them for 1 key, or is this some kind of unofficial people selling keys for some reason? I'll figure out how the invite system works. I want to play it, but hold on a second. There's more mining. Oh no, we're done. Well, I'm assuming this is not official channels, just people selling keys for some reason. I'm actually curious how you get them officially then. Anyway, this has gone on. I need to go. How do I just exit whenever? Let's take a quick look at our character from the character selection screen. I'm really hungry. What did I eat earlier? A bagel. Smoked salmon bagel, but a bagel. I'm playing into like a weird... Like, I don't normally end my stream now, so there's not a lot of people online that I know. Why'd that take so long to exit? Anyway, there we are. We got our pickaxe. Holding it menacingly. Alright, so again, thank you very much, everyone, for hanging out. I'm going to turn YouTube off first, and then Twitch, the usual thing. We'll find someone to raid. So yeah, YouTube guys, see you around. I'll be back hopefully tomorrow morning.